1942. World was fighting the Second World War, and back in India, Mahatma Gandhi launched the Quit India movement in Bombay. At that time, the paint industry in India comprised very few foreign companies and Indian players like Shalimar Paints. There was a temporary ban on paint imports due to global instability, which resulted in an opportunity for domestic production of paints. During that time, in one of the garage in Gaiwadi, Bombay, four friends were planning to disrupt the paint industry forever. This is the story of one of the greatest companies in the world, Asian Paints. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and hit bell icon. Four friends, Champaklal Choksi, Chimmanlal Choksi, Suryakant Dani, and Arvind Vakil set up Asian Paints in 1942, and today it is third largest paint manufacturers in the world. In 1940, the gap between industrial paints and retail decorative paints were too wide. Decorative paints was just a commodity business consisting mainly of dry distemper, which was also called as chuna, that was used to paint houses. Distemper is the most basic form of paint and consists of coloring agents, chalk, and lime. When Asian Paints wanted to sell their distempers, all big distributors ignored them. Hence, they opened their own dealership shop in Sangli, a small town near Satara, and then Asian Paints started to deal directly with shopkeepers. Champaklal Choksi, a great visionary, and he was smart in identifying consumption trends and patterns. He realized that during Pongal and Sankranti festivals in southern India, villagers paint their bull horns with bright colors. So, they needed small quantities of paints. That led Asian Paints to produce the paints in small tins. Later on, Asian Paints launched washable distemper, which was cost effective and durable. Washable distemper would not stink or peel off from walls like basic distemper. As Asian Paints started to grow with annual turnover of 23 lakh, company realized the importance of advertising. That's when company approached the famous cartoon artist R.K. Lakshman to compile a mascot for Asian Paints. Lakshman compiled Gattu, the mischievous boy with paintbrush and bucket in hand, which later became the trademark of Asian Paints. During 1950s and 60s, other paint companies with foreign ownership focused mainly on industrial paints, marine paints, and large distributors or industrial orders for decorative paints, whereas Asian Paints was focusing on retail and were reaching households directly. In 1970s, Asian Paints bought its first mainframe computer, which was used for demand forecasting and improving service levels across country. In 84, Champaklal Choksi was succeeded by his son Atul Choksi as managing director of Asian Paints. Atul focused on expanding the company's manufacturing facilities beyond Maharashtra and Gujarat. Multiple plants were set up in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh between 1985 to 1990. In 1982, Asian Paints came up with an IPO to raise capital to fund expansion of manufacturing units. Atul also ventured beyond India and decorative paint segment. They made collaboration with Nippon Paints for automotive finishes and powder coatings between 92 to 95. Asian Paints had joint ventures in Fiji and Nepal in 1990. They started operations in Queensland, Australia, and also they had joint venture with PPG Industries in USA to manufacture automotive paints. In 1997, newspapers reported dissent between Atul and three other promoters, Abhay Vakil, Ashwin Choksi, and Ashwin Dani. It was because Atul wanted to expand aggressively by raising equity and diluting controlling stakes, which was not liked by others. Hence, in 97, Atul sold his 9% stake and exited it with and went on to head Apcotex India Limited, a subsidiary of Asian Paints. Apcotex was one of the leading producer of performance emulsion polymers in India. Another famous personality of Asian Paints was Ashwin Dhani, son of Suryakant Dhani. Ashwin was the managing director of Asian Paints from 1998 to 2009. He was responsible for the development and introduction of many products for the first time in India, like computerized color matching. He is credited for developing many groundbreaking goods, including automotive refinishing solution and also Apcolite natural wood finish, an innovative finishing solution for wood surfaces. As of today, Asian Paints has 26 manufacturing across 16 countries and serves customers in over 65 countries. Asian Paints reached Indian households with their innovative advertisement ideas and taglines such as Har Ghar Kuch Kehta Hai, relating with festivals and important life events that helped Asian Paints to connect emotionally. Gattu, whose Common Man cartoon was famous throughout India, appealed to the masses and helped Asian Paints become a leader in smaller cities. Gattu remained mascot for Asian Paints until 2002. Beyond this year, firm started changing its positioning in favor of premium households. In 2012, the new logo of Asian Paints with flowing ribbon formation was launched, which conveys easy flow, smoothness, dynamism, and possibility. Over past decade, Asian Paints aggressively investing in businesses related to home improvements like kitchenware, bathroom fittings, lighting setup, and decor category. They have acquired brands like Sleek, SS to enter into home improvement division. They have also acquired Weather Seal Fenestration that is engaged in business of interior decoration and have an agreement with White Teak to enter into decorative lighting. Recently, Asian Paints launched range of furnitures and furnishings under three brands, Nilaya, Royal and Adore, thus offering wide spectrum of products. The greatness of Asian Paints lies with its management. This is a professionally managed company with limited interference from promoter families. Also, Asian Paints never deviated from its core business, which helped in their consistent growth. Finally, with respect to stock price, it is one of the few companies which has compounded with 20% CAGR and have created enormous wealth for its shareholders. Thank you for watching. If this video is helpful, please like, share and subscribe.